Hey guys, so DocM liked my video, and a lot of you saw it and posted on it and liked it and all that stuff. So I take it that some of you are pretty fond of this idea. So kind of like a true pilot. The last one was kind of like a pilot as far as the idea goes, but will be a pilot of the build process. And I'm going to show you guys me making the 4-bit adder just to, reassure you guys that I'm completely serious about this and I know where to start, and we kind of got to start testing. But a disclaimer, I will hold this off till there's a stable version of 1.8 because I'm going to be doing most of the work on my server to help with like mass production and probably for optimization to make it as quick and efficient as possible on single player. But by the time this is done, they might have fixed all the little redstone bugs in multiplayer, so we'll see how it goes from there. I can tell you right now, in its current state, this thing won't really work because repeaters that are out of render distance, this is assuming this thing is absolutely massive like the original design called for, but redstone repeaters that are out of render distance tend to glitch and not work at all. They don't. They either stay on when there's nothing powering them, or don't come on when there's something powering them. So hopefully that's resolved before we need to run this thing. But I'll just make the 4-bit adder to show you guys. I'm serious about this. So we got to start by making XNOR gates. This won't be the general format of all the videos. There'll be more interaction because I already got one or two people that want to like join the server and help like that. So it's gonna be more like hands-on in the later videos. But for now, we'll just have a video of me like making this stuff and explaining it and how it works. So right here, what we have is an XNOR gate, and then we're gonna run that into another XNOR gate like this. I'm gonna be making a complete full adder version of this, not a half adder and then the rest full adders. That's what the that's what the wiki calls for, but I'm not gonna do that because just a simple adjustment. Like if you want to make it add and subtract or have multiple functions, you have to do this anyway. So I think for good measure, we'll go ahead and do the proper design. What I'm making right now, and I'll talk about it in a second, is what's called a full adder. A half adder would just be one XNOR gate, and that's it, with a little thing on top called the carry. But a full adder is basically two XNOR gates. The output of this one goes into the input of this one, and we got to do something else real quick, and that's called the carry. It's a little bit more extensive on the full adder than the half adder, but it's not hard to make. So we put 3 blocks on top of here, on top of these torches, and then a block on the side of this dust, then a block on top of this dust, top of this torch, and then we make a little T. So it's like a T with an extension up here. And this is what makes the carry. This is a block here too. So the carry is basically like a few torches, one torch here, and one here. Finally, this is the output of the carry right there. And we just plug those in, and that's what controls the carry. Let me put this here too. Alright, so we're going to make this 3 more times to make a 4-bit adder. And then, if I can find gold blocks, where are the gold blocks? Am I blind? I literally don't see gold blocks. There they are. Sorry. Yeah, it's 6:03 a.m. I stayed up all night, so that's why I'm yawning. But we'll push on nevertheless. So the next one's going to be right here, 3 blocks away. I think we'll lay out the bottom row of all of them first, and then we'll go ahead and finish it. And leave any suggestions, any design suggestions that, even if it's something like, hey, maybe you could use a piston here, anything, just the slightest bit of, guidance or advice that you could give, you will be commended and recognized as somebody who helped build it, which I think is pretty cool, that you could just make some simple suggestion and be recognized as one of the key elements in this system, because I think we need everybody to do this. This is a massive project, and everybody who's interested should join in, because I think it's a very cool project. I think it's something that the whole community could share and say that, hey, we worked on this together. All I'm doing is conveying thoughts with the help of some other people. I'm nothing really. I'm just you guys, your ideas as a builder. That's it. So yeah, I think that's the direction I want to go with this. Is to take utilize your guys' minds and some geniuses out there that we have in the Minecraft community, and using that make a groundbreaking device. But enough with the gibberish. We'll get on to actual content building this. So just working more on the XNOR gates. Very efficient design. I don't think it's possible to make this thing more efficient because XNOR gates are not necessarily inefficient, but there's a lot of torches involved. So, and it's also called ripple carry adding for a reason. The carry is what determines the output. So the carry actually has to go from one to the next down the line. So it sometimes takes a little bit longer than expected, but other than that, it's pretty quick. All right, so let's do the. Oh man, yawning again. I'm sorry, that's quite unprofessional. But again, working on absolutely no sleep. I was just so excited when I saw everybody flooding in. The mornings and that was the weather, not the time. Yeah, everybody waking up and seeing Doc M's and coming over to my video and giving me some love, and I really appreciate it. So I got excited and came on here to make episode number 1. But do note, again, I said this already, but not the rest won't be exactly like this. They'll be more like hands-on with other people in the server, perhaps helping, with the design and building stuff like that. I will mention I'm likely going to be having a co-host because I want to consider myself nothing more than a host, just hosting the show. I think I'm going to have a co-host. He helped me do work on my 7-bit calculator over there that you saw in the pilot, and he was a big help. He actually knew nothing about redstone or Boolean logic, which is binary and stuff. That's just another fancy word for it. He knew nothing about it, and I gave him some advice and rules on how it works, and he was a very good listener. He figured out all the concepts extremely quickly. In about a day, he learned how to do all the he designed me an AND gate that was efficient. He what else? He learned how to code binaries and stuff like that. Immensely complex subjects that he just learned like that. I mean, very. He basically had hunger for the knowledge is the only way I can think to put it. I usually think of like exquisite terms to convey my message as in like the most efficient way possible. That's what we're trying to do here, isn't it? We're trying to make this thing work as efficient as possible. But anyway, yeah. So if I stumble on my words trying to make them efficient, please do excuse me. I'm not trying to sound smart or anything. I just want to, again, efficiency. I'm all about efficiency, as you can tell. All right, the last full adder in the system, and then we can set up the carry. And I'm not going to do the subtraction, like the adder subtractor method, which will allow it to be technically multifunction, but that design kind of limits it to 2 functions. So I'm not going to do that. Plus, I don't really know the design yet anyway, so I'm not going to go too far into it. Just the adder, the core of the CPU is what I'm going to worry about, which we're almost done with. And I can show you how it works, stuff like that. So it's kind of like a mini tutorial within a community build, which I think is cool too. A lot of you can learn a lot from this. I'm not saying I'm a master teacher or anything. I'm just saying there's a lot of interesting, valuable information to be learned from all of this. The Boolean logic is very interesting. Boolean logic, if that's throwing you off, by the way, I do apologize. Boolean logic is nothing more than like simple redstone logic gates. Like, if you know how to do the AND gate, then you know Boolean logic. Stuff like that. I just got a text, my leg's freaking out. My phone, rather, but my leg, that's what's feeling it. Almost done with the last adder. funny. Usually when I try to do my videos, I'm really kind of like not necessarily nervous. I try to act like this, but I really dwell over like things that I think might sound stupid. Really, I don't care right now. I'm kind of carefree, probably because it's so late. And I think this is a good way to present the video. Tell me guys if you guys don't like the way I'm presenting the video, maybe if it's like too yippy and wee, everything's great. Let me know that. But I think this is a good way to present the video because it shows that I'm interested in this. I'm not just doing it to get fame or anything. Um, I genuinely want everybody to be a part of this wonderful idea. I I can't believe I came up with this. Like it's not too simple or too complex of a concept.